Today I'm trying to go skiing on a sit ski. Yeah! Huge shout out to Jack Ryan at Paralyzed at Peaks on Instagram for making this video happen. He has an incomplete C4 spinal cord injury, which means he's partially paralyzed from the middle of his neck down. Yet he's still out there getting after it on the mountain, and a few weeks ago he hit us up on Instagram inviting us to go up to the mountain with him and try the sit ski.
Come on, Jack.
Jack is pretty solid. Always cold fingers and paralyzed hands.
So the mission of today, we're gonna go up, cruise around with Jack for a bit, and then by the end of the day, he's willing to let me try the sit ski. So we're gonna see if I can make it down the mountain.
On a powder day too, which is even sicker. So
How do you think it's gonna go, Jack?
I think he's gonna be quite surprised with how finesse-based it is and not like strength-based.
I'm excited. Thank you so much for hitting us up and taking us out here.
Yeah, of course.
This is gonna be a good day. I'm also excited to see you rip.
Yeah, we're gonna get nice and warmed up, and we'll hit some jumps and hit some blues and some steeps and see what we get out there.
We're gonna start off cruising down some chill runs to get warmed up.
All right, shall we?
Jack's also gonna be giving me some tips and pointers on what I should be focused on once it's my time to hop in the sit ski. Yeah!
Little dust on crust action right now. I felt my edge like disengage one time. I was like, oh, that didn't feel good.
Dude, it looks so sick.
It's so fun. Yeah. One of the things is like less is more when you sit ski. Just a quick like flick of your right shoulder will activate the edge, and then you shift onto your left, and then you kind of push your hips out.
Are you trying to open your shoulders at all?
Yeah, so your shoulders are always open.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then are you kind of like trying to shift your hips?
Yeah, so first lead with your shoulders, and then shift with your hips after.
Okay.
So that way you activate the edge. Yeah, so I'm gonna like really engage my edge here.
When and how you got injured?
Yeah, so I was injured at 23. I had 3 weeks left of college. I was gonna be a professional surf guide down in Costa Rica.
So this was 7 years ago?
7.5 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
My injury happened November 29th, 2018. My black belt jiu-jitsu instructor forcibly broke my neck as a white belt. So that left me paralyzed instantly. And then I suffered multiple strokes about 12 hours post neck break. So I was essentially on my deathbed at 23. They operated for 9 hours through the night when I had the strokes. My parents made end of life planning that day, and I tell everyone, like, if I was to be offered assisted suicide, if they woke me up and I was totally immobile, and I tell everyone, I'm like, I would have taken that, just point blank. Like, there's no point in not being able to speak and move, right? And thankfully things went the other way, and I came out of surgery and my brain function was still intact. And I had movement in like my right arm, give or take, but that's all I had. I had to use an alphabet board to voice what I wanted to voice because my vocal cords were paralyzed because I was intubated on forced oxygen. So for about a week and a half, the only way I could talk in the ICU was via looking at an alphabet board and kind of like pushing my neck forward. And then my friends would spell out what I was saying to like get my point of voice. The first 5 years are the hardest post-injury because you're trying to make sense of things that what happened. You're trying to make sense of a new life. You're trying to make sense of a disability and how your body works. And it's so different for everybody. And there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of sadness. It's a mix of emotions naturally. And yeah, I never felt bad for myself though. I'm like, we all get dealt a hand of cards. Like, the greatest pain you'll ever know is the greatest pain you'll ever know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't know that for you.
Do your toes get cold?
Bro, I don't fucking feel my toes. Like, I feel my legs, but I don't feel temperature, nipples down.
So you could get frostbite and you wouldn't know?
I would probably know. Like, there's a certain point where it'd be, like, so cold, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, as it stands right now, like, I think my feet are cold, but I couldn't tell you.
They are. I can tell you, they are.
Yeah, they're maybe probably a little chilly right now. So these are outriggers. We use these as sit skiers to steer. So as you see me ski, these are basically like my poles, and they also operate as my legs. So if you see right here, there's ice picks at the bottom. I use that to push forward when I'm on the flats. The next thing we do typically when we sit ski is there's these triggers right here where the string is. You pull the outrigger and then you go ski.
Before it's my time to sit ski, we're heading across the mountain to get a park lap in so we can watch Jack hit some jumps, try and find some side hits to hit. But when we got back down to the lift, we had a slight problem.
Jack didn't quite make it on the lift. But crazy dismount. Definitely get some style points.
You all right, Jack?
Yeah, I'm fine. The joys of paralysis. You just don't have the reaction time sometimes.
Good recovery.
All right, so we lost Jack. We'll meet him at the top of the lift. We're gonna hit the park right now and see Jack do his thing. You all right, Jack?
You know, just casually going off the lifts. Happens usually once a week.
Thanks for doing it for our video.
Yeah, no, I did it on purpose. Oh, the snow is so good. Dust on crust through here. Oh God. Alrighty. Are you going? Who's going? Anyone? Oh, double.
I just wanna be myself.
Yeah.
All right, let's go cruise, eh? Oh, the snow's good.
You can hear what I hear. Stuck in a cage with everybody else. Let me.
That's what we want to avoid. I'm gonna need a full assist, so I'll explain this to you. That was good though. Glad we got that on camera. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your edge on my edge, and you see the yellow strap?
Yeah.
You're gonna grab that strap and yard. Okay?
This?
Yep, and then you're gonna grab the yellow strap. On 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, safe, we're good. So my injury is incomplete C4 spinal cord injury. So basically what that means is I'm partially paralyzed from the middle of my neck down. And so I don't really have triceps. I don't have chest, and I have like really minimal core.
So it's just super, you can't really push.
Yeah, I can't push. So if I fall on the flat, like I have to have help. I can't get up. All in good fun. Let's go hit those side hits. I'm gonna taper it down a little bit.
Okay.
Straight to the front.
Dude, so sick.
One of the nice things about being a broke neck boy is going straight to the front of the lift line, which is just absolutely fucking amazing. Because we cut the lines, like one of the big rules of thumb I have when I'm riding is share the stoke and be as kind to people as possible. Yeah. Because like I get double laps most people get in a day. And so it's all about like sharing the stoke, aloha. I'll fall on the mountain. I have to flag somebody down to get me off off the flat.
Yeah.
So I'll literally just like sit on the side of the run, just like flag somebody down. And that's why it's so important to be kind to people when you're out here.
When you first started sit skiing, were you really discouraged, or was it like, no, I got to get over?
No, it's super discouraging. It's super hard. Like I knew I was gonna figure it out, but it's one of those things where it just takes time. Like my buddy described it to me the other day. He's like, dude, you have 35 plus days on the mountain. That's essentially 5 or 6 years of skiing for the average person.
Yeah. How has it impacted your life?
You know, I've been partially paralyzed for 7.5 years now. At least as it pertains to skiing, I'm like, wow, like I get to go on the mountain with all my friends. I get to have a good day. I can go really, really fast. I can still do jumps. I can still do rails. And I still get to score powder. I don't think there's anything better.
No, and honestly, when you said that, I didn't even think about disability at all. That just reminded me of my own time going out. That's what it's about, right?
Yeah, we're all here for the same thing.
Yeah.
Sweet. Found it!
So can you kind of explain some of this to me? Because this looks really cool, but also of what is this?
Yeah, so I have a DIN access Hydra. That's the name of the six. So this is all aircraft grade aluminum, and we have a dual stage shock. So we have the first shock, the gray shock, and then the second one. It is literally a motorcycle. And then I'm riding a Moment Countach 104, and I think it's 178 in length.
Yeah.
So let's confuse some people. Well, we'll confuse whoever's watching. Like, this is like, get out of the chair. Like, oh, he's able-bodied.
Yeah. Are you ready, Drew?
I don't know. This is what we have been waiting for. It's time for me to hop in the sit ski. Jack's taller than I am, so we had to bring the ski up to the lodge to make sure I fit snug in the seat, and then we are off to try sit skiing for the first time.
How do you think this is gonna go?
I think it's gonna go good, honestly. Like, it'll be okay. It's soft snow. I think we're literally just gonna walk up right up there. Just keep it like really simple. So I want you to pretend like you're paralyzed, so don't move your feet. First things first, what I want you to do is use your outriggers to twist the ski. See how easy that is? So
Yeah.
we call that butterflies, and that's to get a feel of where your center point is on the ski and how you'll lean it over. I want you to do a dip, and I want you to like push up and forward.
So just go forward a couple pushes?
Yeah, go forward a couple pushes. Get a feel for the center point, and then twist towards me. I'm gonna have you get out. We're gonna push right up to there. And I'm literally gonna have him go in a straight line. Okay, this is Drew's first time with the sit ski.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Pull the triggers. Lean forward, lean forward. Hey, dude, that was like really good.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
It's like kind of chill.
yeah. You're in a couch basically.
I kind of want one. I feel like this would be something that people just do.
Yeah, I mean anyone can do it. You don't have to be injured to do it, obviously.
You think, coach?
Honestly, let's go a little higher. Let's try and get you to do like an S turn. Lead with the left shoulder, then lead with the right shoulder. Again, once you get that first turn active.
Okay.
Lean forward with the outriggers. Get the outriggers forward. Yeah, buddy.
Oh!
He's trying to plant his poles. That's the mistake because he got caught. So your shoulders get caught and then you fall.
Attempt number 3. Dude, mad respect for what you can do on this.
It gets easier, just like anything, right?
This is so fun to try.
Yeah. Oh, the shock's fun, right?
Yes. It's a very comfortable chair.
Yeah. I think I've skied 5 hours straight.
Yeah. Alrighty. Nice!
That was big.
Oh, it's fun!
How you feeling?
It's so much fun. How ironic is it that we are walking the sit ski up the hill?
Come on, go a little bit higher.
What?
Go higher.
Dude, it's scary.
You'll be all right.
All right, fine. Last run, this is the highest we've been. I'm severely nervous for this, but Sendr.
Yeah, dude. Lean. Yeah, buddy.
Woo!
Oh, nice, dude.
Thank you so much for letting me try this.
Dude, yeah.
That was so much fun. All right, that's gonna be a wrap on the sit ski video. Huge thanks to Jack. We're gonna link all his stuff in the description, so if you wanna go follow him on Instagram, go check out there. And then also, of course, we gotta hook him up with the Sendr brand hoodie. If you want yours, also in the description. Yo.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and
Don't forget to text your mom and tell her you love her.
yeah.